Robert Burns is a Scottish poet. Familiarly, he was known as Ravi Burns, the national bard, Ayrshire, and ploughman poet. He is a fine lyricist and widely regarded as the national poet of Scotland. He is regarded as a pioneer of the Romantic movement in Scotland. Burns was born in a poor family as a son of a farmer. His failure in farming and unfortunate love affair leads him to immigrate to Jamaica. He got his health ruined because of hard drinking and died at the age of 37. A Red, Red Rose is a love song containing the cluster of metaphors of natural objects. The speaker announces the adoration of beautiful things around it and also the beauty of his beloved and expresses his immeasurable love for her. The poem explores the phenomena of love. It comprises the narrator's attempts to express the depth of his love. The poem is divided into four stanzas. Each stanza contains a quatrain with rhyming pattern A, B, C, B. In the first stanza, June rhymes to tune. In the second, I rhymes to dry. In the third, sun rhymes to run. And in the last stanza, a while rhymes to mile. The speaker compares his love with red, red rose that is newly sprung in June. Rose is the most beautiful flower itself when it comes out from its covering in June. It is incomparable. So, speaker's beloved is also unique, like a rose of June. The speaker also finds his love like the melody that is played in tune. The melody of nature is immortal, lively, and sweet. When melody gets felt through the ears of soul and heart, that passes to be deeply rooted with the dews of great love. So the poet artistically draws a picture of his profound love. He paints this picture with the brush of emotions. No doubt, romantic poets play the words with deep feelings. Here in this poem, Robert Burns plays with the words containing the quality of deep feelings. He tries to reach at the submarine to pick up the pulse of love. The speaker only likes to observe his beautiful rose like love. He does not want to rupture it. The rose holds roseness or its being if it remains so. The beauty of petal exists in wholeness, not in fragmentation. So the poet experiences it without dismantling. The first stanza contains alliteration in the first line, red, red rose, where R sound is repeated initially. In the second stanza, the speaker addresses the beautiful slim lady that is Bonnie Lass as a art of the creation, whom he will love till all the seas go dry. Here, the word gang is not negative in meaning, it means go dry. This stanza shows his immortal love. The love exists until the seas go dry, which seems impossible. Use of illusion is applied here by the poet. Awe is used for all. The poet has also used hyperbole, that is, a device to exaggerate the statement for the sake of emphasis till the sea gang dry and the rocks melt with the sun are hyperboles. In the poem, is the sea does not go dry, his love towards his most beautiful, attractive bonny girl remains forever until the world's final destruction, that is Mahapralaya or Apocalypse. The poet starts the third stanza with the end line of the second stanza and relates the next hyperbole that he loves his beloved till the rocks melt with the sun. The rocks may melt during volcano eruption or extremely heated meteorites fall upon them. That means he loves her till the Mahapralaya or end of the world. The speaker loves her, saying, My dear. My dear is uttered from the depth of his soul. He loves her while the sands of life shall run out. Small particles of the life is also important to express his core of love. He loves her by tiny particles of life or the whole that does not make any difference. Like Krishna orders Arjuna to observe the micro life in him. Here, the devote of love, the speaker, finds her the spiritual life in him and her so. Their love is spiritual, metaphysical, and it is beyond the physical world. He feels an ecstasy. In the last stanza, the poet expresses the promise to visit her again after their farewell or their departure. Love does not only mean to unite, it also means to lose as well. But it is not permanent, only for a while. The poet has used exclamation marks, so he is unhappy to say farewell. That is, fare thee well. But their reunion is obligatory. So, whether they are 10,000 miles far away from each other, they will get the love's reunion. The poem is in lyrical ballad form. It is a romantic poem that contains the extreme feeling of the speaker towards his beautiful lass. The poet expresses his deep and spiritual love towards his goddess dwelt in the heart. Symbolically, the poem is strong. Red rose is a symbol of great love. June is the symbolic month for birds loving. And at this month, the warmness of the nature is favorable in lovemaking. Likewise, sweet melody song charms the couple to swim in the pond of tune. No doubt, union and separation are the ultimate truth of life. There occurs the hope of union in the separation. Spiritual distance decreases in love, though the physical distance increases. The poet enjoys and considers 1,000 miles is nothing. Use of enjambment in the first stanza shows the flow of life without any hindrances. Refrain has given quality of song in the poem. Altogether, The poem is superb. The poem is wonderful. The poem is lively.